something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
stuff that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Rosen. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw is Rosen. Flush to his right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Leopard!
On 3rd down, Drake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And some room to maneuver. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right there. All day, baby.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Four down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the grab by Croft. Oh, he sheds himself free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Double. Quarter. Monday. Back.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Rosen steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And some room to work. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Takes both of them.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
77.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. E.J. gains the one that time to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fights off the defender. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And here come the Bills. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So we've reached half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Snickers, you got to spin. Snickers, 66. Jack, 16.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath to Drake. And again the footwork. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, it's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved. He
had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Snickers, you got to spin. These two.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rosen sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. He dumps it off to Dre. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Rosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Raekwon McMillan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the grab by Croft. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Back out of Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Steps away. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Matt Milano in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Stills complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Rosen. Flushed out right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rosen. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff for Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Right back to Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Roethlisberger. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta go. Squirrel! Takes both of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Here we go.
23 yards on the play. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it running right. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bills have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Left, left, left!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Roethlisberger. And that's caught by Beasley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Dolphins, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the and Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.